Welcome back to God of War 3. We're still chasing Hermes, I guess, because you have nothing better to do.
It was more like tailing after him. I mean, how do you keep up with that, man?
I mean, run really fast.
I remember I was a long time Final Fantasy fan. I didn't really get all the Grecian references back in the day. It was like Hermes sandals. I was like, what's Hermes? Who's Hermes? What a mess.
You didn't get them by watching Hercules, the 1996? No.
7.
because I've been playing Final Fantasy 4 and 6 since 93, 94.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're
So,
old.
Disney's Hercules wasn't even a thing. I didn't even watch Hercules in Xena the Warrior Princess.
I didn't like either of those shows, honestly, but then again, that's
those were at a time where I was already watching, stuff on like Fox Kids or something.
Yeah, the only genre TV that I've really watched is Buffy, Vampire Slayer, and Angel. I have not.
I could just not get into those shows at all.
They
Same
have
here,
a very
honestly.
they have a very particular kind of feel and taste to them.
Like,
very Joss
I'm
Whedon.
one of those weirdos where if you mention Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I think you're talking about the movie.
I have not seen the movie.
I haven't watched it in years, but I remember liking it.
Yeah, it's just got a very strange feeling to it, where like it's campy on purpose, but also somewhat serious, but also you're not entirely supposed to take it seriously. Slash, it's weird. It's one of the most '90s things I can think of, and honestly, the quality drops dramatically after like season 4 or so. So you're really not missing all that much, because it's like after Buffy and Angel split and become their own shows, most of the good episodes go to Angel for like a good season and a half, and then both shows start being terrible again for a while. And yeah, so
That was Josh Whedon, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Joss
Yes.
Whedon. I don't know how. Ooh, fancy art direction. I don't know how long he was like directly involved in making stuff. Like, he directed some of the early, he created the series and directed a lot of the early episodes, but I don't know, how involved he was once you get to the middle of a show. And that's pretty common when you get to, for a lot of TV series, like once you get to season 5 or whatever, the creators aren't working on it all the time. They're doing other stuff.
Locked them all away in the box, in hopes that they would never again infect his reign.
What's in the box?
When you opened the box to kill Ares,
It contained a mega mushroom. Yippee!
When you told to open the box, which Zeus encouraged you to do, by the way.
Yeah, so, like,
you-
wouldn't Zeus have known that would have happened?
He should have.
yeah, I mean this is
The biggest
this-
plot problem of this entire game.
Yeah, this is clearly a case where they didn't think far ahead after making the first game.
she is the key to destroying the flame, the key to our revenge.
If you just want me to kill someone by throwing them into the flame, I know plenty of people who can do that with.
Oh, I did it last game.
Hell, I did it earlier today.
In fact, I think I have a 5 o'clock tonight.
Oh my god, that
he was
pose!
just- Paint me like one of your Ephesian girls, Kratos.
So, are we beating up Hermes for any other reason than he's being a dick?
I mean, that's a pretty good reason too, considering it's Hermes.
I mean, he's mostly playing us, but he does have the intent of killing us too.
Yeah.
He is also a god who we're trying to kill all of them. All of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, we really just want his Nikes, so.
That's true.
Yeah,
Air
yeah,
Hermes is
his-
a pretty
his-
fancy brand. Oh,
It'll
we
help
can't
me- it'll
climb
help me
in the
play
rain. Oh man, better get some
No,
wood.
Kratos is confirmed better than Link. That's like the one thing I want them to change for Breath of the Wild.
What is to make it not as much of a hassle to climb in the rain?
Well, just let you climb in the rain in general.
Well, I mean,
I get the reason behind it, but it's like it's a kind of a pointless gameplay mechanic.
I forget. It's been a while since I played Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild didn't have the power gloves or Titan mitts.
No,
No.
it didn't. You really
Yeah,
didn't
no.
get much upgrades in that game at all. Once you,
Yeah, I think that at the very least, if it's just like a page edition, you bring those back and I let you climb in the ring.
I don't know. Well, I mean, we're not going to really know much about Breath of the Wild 2, I think, anytime soon, because E3 is
E3 is double canceled.
E3 is double canceled.
Double cancel.
Yeah, and
Because E3 got canceled, then the report came out shortly before the time of this recording that Nintendo said that apparently, according to other developers, that Nintendo said they're not doing a June Direct thing.
Really?
yeah, which is depressing. So who knows when we're gonna get more Breath of the Wild 2 info. But yeah, I mean, I personally, there are a lot of situations where I liked that it was more difficult to climb in the rain, because there, were a couple of situations where, like, I was climbing up to try to get to a tower or something, or there was a couple of different situations, but it was like, it was interesting because it was raining. I had to actually like dodge all of the guardians that were around instead of, having to just climb around them, which is the easy way. So I liked those situations. What I didn't like is when I was in the middle of a field doing only just walking from place to place and I couldn't climb up the thing I wanted to climb up of because it was raining. So I don't know if there's a way to have your cake and eat it too in regards to that, but
I think you could potentially just design more interesting situations rather than force a situation just because there's a perma-rain thing going on.
I guess.
Hook shot.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
Just hook onto the mountainside. Just climb your way up.
Yeah, but that
Bring
would
back-
also
bring back the claw
completely
shots.
invalidate like 80% of Breath of the Wild.
Well, but Breath of the Wild, yeah, but Breath of the Wild sequel, I feel, would have could get away with a different design philosophy.
I mean,
Because I don't think, because to me, I think it'd be pretty boring to expect more of the same thing.
well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think that I think it's a little bit silly to expect a wildly different game from it, because I think a lot of, there was some talk about it even, like, sharing parts of the same world map. So,
I mean, that's not surprising. I mean, I would expect that to some degree.
The theme to the dark
but-
world.
But how we explore the new parts of the world and all that. If we go beyond the scope of what Hyrule was last time.
Link, I have a strange premonition. That random invisible wall that said Link cannot go any further in the sea has now gone away.
that still is the most irritating thing about that game to me, is that game does such a good job and prides itself on its atmosphere and immersion. And then just randomly on the edge of the ocean and like in those deserts, there's just an invisible
not
wall
there.
and it says, you can't go farther. And I'm like, what? Oh, God.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of had to expect that. though.
I mean, here's the thing.
No
I
game
didn't.
is- no game is
I didn't.
infinite,
It's not
so.
that I expected the game to go on forever, because again, no game can
Right.
do that. What I expected was them to at least put a coat of paint over the wall.
Like a map
it would have
painting.
been.
Truman
It would have been. I don't think it would have been too much to ask for. Like if you were to go too far in the desert, for example, for a huge sandstorm to go whoosh and then the screen to fade and then you're facing the other way or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like there to be a shark at the edge of the water that will eat you if you go too far. Because games have been doing that since the N64 days, where you had the shark in Banjo-Kazooie, where if you went swimming out too far, it would just eventually eat you, and whatnot. So just having it be a text pop up that says you can't go any farther, and then Link will continue walking forward into an invisible wall. That for a game that is about immersion, it's bad and dumb.
Takes you out of it.
Yeah. Catapults. Are we playing Age of Empires 2? No.
For trebuchets.
No, man. The trebuchets in Age of Empires 2 are fine, but you got to get the catapults.
No, Chris. You're supposed to hit the rock a million times before you launch out of it.
Oh, get it? It's symbolic that we broke Athena because it symbolizes her
We killed
character
her last
breaking
game, so
down.
who cares?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her statue. Are you watching Athena? I hate you.
Yeah, but she's helping us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or
Maybe,
is she
I don't know.
not helping us right now?
They're not really helping us. Just here to give us pep talks.
Isn't that supposed to be helpful, though?
Yeah, but it's not physically helping.
You can help
Just
emotionally.
Just emotionally helping an emotional, distraught man.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kratos is beyond therapy at this point.
How does that make you feel? Kratos rips the head off of the therapist. Better.
Not good.
All right, that was therapist number 606. All right, bring in the next one. Wait, so was Hermes just tired of running away?
No,
we caused some damage.
yeah, when we launched and smashed into the statue, it did kind of crush him a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So he is injured.
Oh, all right.
And they scattered like a cockroach. I'm pretty sure I fought cockroaches that move exactly like this.
Oh yeah, where they're jumping like out of the way and dodging no matter what.
God forbid they start flying, because that's it. All bets are off.
Frickin' bugs! You can't get them no matter what you do.
It's like you have a perfectly wide outdoor world. You can have all the food you want in, but no, you got to come in here.
My brother the other day was like freaking out about a spider that they found in the kitchen, and was like trying his absolute hardest to kill it. And I was just trying to convince him to leave the dumb thing alone, because spiders are friends. But no, he had to like freak out about it.
I'd argue it depends on the spider.
Look, spiders get a bad rap because just because there are poisonous tarantulas, that means that every spider is bad. Okay, first off, most spiders don't want to mess with you. Alright? Like, the average spider thinks you're Godzilla and would most likely just want to leave you alone and eat the mosquitoes, okay?
I mean, I did see, like, a post the other day, so, like, someone found, like, one of the largest recorded huntsman spiders, and it's, like, their arm. And then, like, the best comment was, like, one of the biggest? You mean there are more?
Yeah, but even then, okay, imagine how big a thing that you would be the size of its arm is. That's, like, probably the size of a whale, I would guess. Would you fuck with a whale? I don't think so.
I mean, we've gone on boats and killed plenty of whales in the past.
Yeah, okay, so fine. Then that spider will write a 600-page book about you then instead. Alright?
I mean, if that's the worst thing it does.
And then make you read it.
I mean, I've sat through James Joyce.
Okay, if you can put up with James Joyce, then you can put up with, wait, what the hell was Kratos doing? He was like, eh?
I wasn't holding the button.
Yeah, but Kratos is like, am I gonna get you? Am I gonna get you?
Oh no, we killed Hermes. That means the plague happens?
People can't run anymore? I don't know what's supposed to do.
The Speed Force doesn't exist and thus caused Barry Allen to get it. Even
Yeah,
though I guess continuity-wise, he created the Speed Force as well.
I don't get why killing Hermes causes plague, though.
They needed to give him something.
They needed something to do with Hermes. Yeah.
Like, he's the messenger of the gods, so I guess this symbolizes...
The locusts are the message of death.
Bees?
Bees, my god. Finally some air Hermes of my own.
It's a good thing they're my size, too.
Are they designer?
Yes.
So do you just have a faster running speed now?
No, you have a dash attack.
You can do a dash. It takes meter from the yellow bar.
Okay.
Don't use it, it's not useful.
Oh, okay.
You use it the scan times you need to use it to progress, like here.
Oh, okay. Oh, these are the claw climber boots from Banjo-Tooie. This is like literally the exact same thing, down to the footprints on the walls.
Yeah.
Now I'm imagining
that
Kratos.
goddamn song again.
I'm imagining Kratos with the Banjo-Kazooie speak, where it's like, Zeus, 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 Zeus.
What in God's name are you saying?
Wait, if that was Zeus saying that, wouldn't that he be, what in me's name are you saying? I miss Banjo-Kazooie talk in games.
For
ukulele
the era, I was fine with it. I don't think when I played ukulele, I just couldn't get back into it.
I mean, yeah, but I like I like different variations of it. Like I really like the animal talk in Animal Crossing where they're like
legacy franchises can get away with it. I can't accept it for anything else anymore.
I think it if you do it right, I think it has a certain charm to it, personally speaking. Like, and there's even just
personally, I don't like it. So
even when it just comes to little things, like in games like Ace Attorney, some of the old Dragon Quests, there's obviously a lot of examples where even just the normal kind of text noise will be like higher pitched for women characters and then really low pitched for like old characters and stuff like that. That I just find charming. That even with text, those characters have a voice or whatever. But I mean, yeah, in a lot of modern situations, I think people are just kind of expecting normal voice acting, or if not that, then just text. I think a lot of people don't need the noise. I just have a fondness for it because of the era which I grew up playing games.
The noise was a result of limitations more than anything.
Yeah, but then I would have a character burping whenever I played the game, and my parents would yell at me.
I mean, to an extent, because Conquer didn't have the animal speak.
Yeah, but Conquer was also like one of the very last N64 games, so they must have knew how to really squeeze everything.
You can only do so much. Yeah, but you can also only do so much.
That game does have a lot of dialogue, though. To be fair, like.
And I mean, again, the creme de la creme of fitting everything into one fucking thing is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I still don't know how they did that.
Did they put all the voice acting into that?
They put the whole game in there. Like, the only thing that was missing was maybe one or two FMVs that were entirely negligible because of the scenario differences, so nobody missed them anyway.
I think the FMVs ran at a slower frame rate, too.
Yeah, they were obviously of a lower quality, but they were in there. The game, it was the game. Like, it was a really good version of the game.
Which surprised me that they never did a Resident Evil 1 version, but hey, whatever.
It's called Resident Evil 0.
So regardless, we will see you all next part for God of War 3.